Services Group's presentation on how to safely outsource janitorial services. If you're a school district decision maker and you're considering outsourcing janitorial services, this brief presentation will answer many of your questions. Please sit back and enjoy the presentation. And hard copies of this presentation are available for download at BSG's website, shown at the bottom of each slide and on the final contact slide. Or you may call BSG and we'll mail you a copy. As you face your decision to outsource janitorial services, it's common to have concerns about risk. In the 25 years BSG has been serving Northeast Wisconsin school districts, we found that there are 5 common risk issues when outsourcing is considered. 1. Will your community respond negatively? Our experience shows that rather than responding negatively, most communities respond positively as they recognize your efforts to keep their taxes down. We'll show you how to avoid any backlash. 2. Will you receive harassing phone calls from unions and other activists? When outsourcing began, the unions tried to fight it, but they have lost so many battles that they've reduced their focus on outsourcing. In addition, the state of Wisconsin endorses outsourcing janitorial services and has since 2001. Now, if your discussion and decisions are highly visible, then you could get attention from the unions and others. We'll show you how to keep a low profile. 3. Will the press make you look bad? This depends entirely on your approach to outsourcing. We'll show you how to reduce the likelihood of bad press. 4. Will your position be at risk? Local community backlash and bad press are the 2 risks that could put your position in jeopardy. If these 2 risks are managed, then your position is secure. And 5. Will security become a problem? This is a legitimate fear. The best way to reduce this risk is to choose a strong vendor with a solid track record. Too often the tendency is to choose the lowest bid without understanding the risks and hidden costs associated with that choice. BSG understands how powerful these concerns and fears can be and how they can make it difficult to make a positive decision for your school district and your community. This is why BSG created a program to virtually eliminate these risks. We call the program the Transition Outsourcing Method. The program has been time-tested and has a proven track record of consistent success. BSG has been using this method for much of its 25-year history, serving school districts in Northeast Wisconsin. Listen to what Ken Barron, business manager for the school district of Howard Swamico, says about the program. Quote, "We use a combination of in-house staff and BSG employees quite successfully. BSG gives me flexibility in making staff scheduling decisions and enables me to replace in-house staff that leaves through attrition without missing a beat. We've experienced no public disputes about this process, and our in-house staff gets along very, very well with their BSG co-workers." End quote. And here's what Bob Worley, superintendent of the school district of Lena, says about the program. Quote, "It's long been my belief that the reasons for keeping in-house janitorial staff have been far outweighed by the benefit of going with a reliable outsourced resource. As a result, I've used BSG to replace in-house staff in 2 rural school districts in Northeast Wisconsin. In small communities, this could create a significant problem, but BSG's commitment to strong supervisory oversight made both transitions nearly seamless." BSG's transition outsourcing method consists of 3 key techniques. Technique number 1 is start with a single school. I'm sure you're familiar with the old adage, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Well, we found one of the best ways to avoid attention and disruption is to move slowly. Start with 1 school first. To gain support internally, present it as a test, a trial period. You'll avoid fewer internal challenges with this approach. The school board and administrators will be less likely to challenge a test because commitment is not yet required, and they may actually show genuine interest in the results. In addition to overcoming internal challenges, this method gives you a chance to get to know the janitorial service provider you've selected before making a full-scale commitment. Technique number 2 is replace staff as they depart. As your janitorial staff retires or departs, insert private janitorial services staff into the vacated positions. In this way, the outsourced individuals become a part of the team because they're not taking someone's job. No one's being fired or laid off. You'll experience a more seamless transition versus the trauma of a single move to terminate the entire staff. This is a key to keeping a low profile and staying out of the press. One person retiring does not make headlines. Terminating multiple staff members will make headlines. You'll significantly reduce disruption and problems. It'll be easier for your current staff to accept the outsourced worker. You'll avoid a dramatic district-wide change, keeping the transition under the media radar and reducing the likelihood of negative publicity. Technique number 3, choose the right supplier. When choosing a supplier, be sure to consider the cost impact of poor performance. Poor quality, slow response, and security problems will cost you far more than the savings you'll experience choosing the lowest price provider. Here's what Jim Fox, facilities manager at the School District of Little Chute, says about this program. Consistency, consistency, consistency. It's all about that. BSG staff, especially at the supervisory level, has been quite stable, and that's important. We know who we're working with, we understand each other's roles, and we experience a high level of service with our friends from BSG. We couldn't be happier. With janitorial services, it's all about supervision. There's no substitute for training supervisors to manage staff and to respond when issues arise. The key to a secure building is supervision of the supervisors by ownership. And here's what Michael Beano, facilities manager at the Ashwaubenon High School, says about this program. Quote, the regular visits by BSG's owner, Don Eckes, and his supervisory staff to all of our sites has proven to be a proactive measure that ensures the high level of service that we receive. End quote. With BSG, you'll do business with a handshake. In the unlikely event you are dissatisfied with our work, we won't take you to court. You won't need a team of lawyers to figure out if BSG is for you. Just ask our current school district clients. BSG currently provides janitorial services to 11 school districts and colleges and is responsible for safe and secure cleaning of 45 schools and college campuses. BSG is consistently the first choice for quality, reliability, and customer service. BSG's transition outsourcing method is a time-tested, proven approach to making a trouble-free transition. BSG offers a long, successful history of helping school districts smoothly transition their janitorial services. Finally, here's what Richard Yerke, Director of Business Services for the School District of New London, says about us. Quote, BSG is the way to go for financial reasons, scheduling reasons, quality of work, knowledge of and tools to do the job, flexibility in determining what we want done and when, and no more worry about substitutes. End quote. Call us today. Let us show you how easy it can be to transition your school district from internal resources to a proven provider of janitorial cleaning services.